Now in Good Morning Northwest, dozens of homes burned in Pateros and dozens more threatened. We'll have a live report from Chelan on the Carlton Complex fire.
And we are following evacuation orders in all of the threatened communities in our region. Stay with us for the very latest.
300 people dead and questions this morning about what exactly brought down a Malaysia Airlines flight over Ukraine and who is responsible. And we'll share how you can help Meals on Wheels keep senior citizens cool this summer.
This is breaking news.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice. We begin once again with breaking team coverage of a wildfire in Okanagan County, leaving many people homeless and in shock. The devastating firestorm is burning in the towns of Pateros and Twisp. The Carlton Complex is a series of fires. Dozens of homes have burned in Pateros, and much of Brewster now under a level 3 evacuation. KXY4's John Hendricks, who's been working throughout the night, joins us live this morning from the evacuation center in Chelan with the very latest. John?
Good morning, Derek. This is a story that really kind of tears at your heart. An entire community nearly gone in a matter of hours. You take a look here behind me. You can see that smoke kind of settled in to the hills to our north. Now, the Red Cross is set up at Chelan High School here for a community that desperately needs it. Gusty night in Okanagan County as winds push a wildfire towards the small community of Pateros.
That's my mom's house. It's burned all the way down the hill. When I finally came back, the flames were clear down in here.
In a matter of minutes, the flames destroying at least 35 homes and other businesses.
There's our brand new Pateros sign, and here's the flames coming down into town.
Christina David watched as the fire came towards the town.
I ran home and packed some belongings and left my kids at my mom's down at the heart of town. And by the time I made it back down to town, the fire had hit the base of the hill.
This morning, her home still in one piece, but Thursday night she was among nearly 70 people at this Red Cross shelter at Chelan High School.
We're providing sheltering services, and we have cots and blankets set up for those who need a place to stay overnight.
Christina Eglin is overseeing the shelter, which was in Pateros, when they were forced to evacuate themselves.
We were originally set up at the Pateros school, and we saw the flames coming over the hill, and so we decided to temporarily relocate.
Throughout the night, donations of blankets, books, and food, among other things, kept rolling in.
Around here, Pateros, Brewster, whatever, it's all one big community, and we just love to help out.
This community says they will get through this, hoping and praying the fire will be stopped before more damage is done.
I never thought it would happen to me. I see all these disasters going on around us, and I feel bad for everybody, but I never thought it would be me. I never thought I would be in those shoes.
Back out here live this morning, the Red Cross says they are going to be going over and evaluating what supplies they have for the day, and they may be taking more donations from folks here in Chelan and Okanagan County. This shelter is going to be here for as long as the community needs it. Reporting in Chelan this morning, John Hendricks, KXLY 4 News.
All right, John, thank you. Appreciate your efforts. Well, if you have friends or family in that area, and we know many of you do, please help us keep them updated. We're staying on top of all the evacuation orders this morning. KXY4's Casey Lund is live in the studio now with the latest information and pictures coming in from North Central Washington. Casey?
And Derek, our thoughts and prayers, of course, with the folks that call North Central Washington home, specifically Brewster and Pateros. We've heard heartbreaking stories of loss already in Pateros, and the fight is on to save the small town of Brewster, but some good news there. Here are some pictures, though, from last night in Pateros, just 10 miles away from the small town of Brewster. Witnesses at the scene telling local radio station KOZI that she saw whirlwinds of fire around the town of Pateros before she evacuated. That radio station and witnesses were reporting mass destruction, including the burning down of many churches, many homes, and other buildings. Some better news this morning. I recently spoke to the sheriff of Okanagan County, who told me that while the destruction is vast, a lot of that was coming across of the downtown area being destroyed is not as bad as we had originally thought, and that is great news. But again, several homes have burned. He couldn't give me an exact count. He says he will keep the evacuation order in place, though, for Brewster. The fire appears to be moving away from that town about 16 miles to the north without causing much property damage. So again, great news, but still a very serious situation over there. Evacuees have been offered shelter from a local hotel, the Pateros Lakeshore Inn. Their address, 233 Lakeshore Drive. The number there, 509-923-9555. They do ask that you bring your own blankets, cots, sleeping bags, things like that. They can only really guarantee a roof over your head and a place to sleep. Now, the plan for large animals in that area, they should be taken to the rodeo grounds in Chelan. Authorities are still working on on a plan for smaller domestic animals like cats and dogs. Again, we will continue to update you as we get information on that and any changes in the evacuation orders. The latest news a little bit brighter this morning, but of course still very serious in that part of Washington. Reporting in studio, I'm Casey Lund for KXLY 4 News.
All right, Casey, thank you. KXLY 4 will continue leading the coverage of the Carlton Complex fire. Stay with us throughout the morning and into the evening for the latest updates on TV, on our website, social media, and on the radio on KXLY News Radio 920.